So, did you hear the headlines? That I'm talking to you, Twitch chat, as well as you, John. Did you hear the headlines about a possible new organ that was discovered in the human body? You did?
I did. I read the
You
headline.
read the headline, but you don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So, would you like to know?
Learn me about this.
Yes. So, this one instantly I was interested. I was like, bruh, new organ? I was like, what do you mean? Like, we do this stuff all the time. So, turns out, so here's the way I'm going to start this. The human body is 60% water. That's a fact. 40% of it is inside your cells, inside the individual cells. 20% of it is sort of just throughout the body, sort of just around all the cells, just
flowing around.
Your whole body is just sort of immersed in a liquidy thing.
Okay.
So we sort of knew this, but we didn't know exactly what that 20% of water was doing, how exactly where it was, how it was all moving around, what was happening to it.
I see.
And it turns out when you're trying to look at tissue samples and you take a piece of tissue and you prepare it for a slide, you usually take a super thin section and put it on a glass plate to look at it under a microscope.
Skin tissue.
Yeah, no, any sort of tissue.
Any tissue.
We're talking like any tissue, like your pancreas, anything.
Okay.
Any type of tissue.
Okay.
So when you do that and you look at the cell, the way you prepare the slides, you actually destroy a lot of the water that's in the tissues. So what this new organ is supposed to be that they now discovered by this new form of imaging, and it's this crazy form of imaging called probe-based confocal laser endomicroscopy.
That's pretty crazy.
Basically what that is they send a little mini camera inside your body, as well as they could do it outside your body if they freeze it, but they're actually looking at the tissue at like a microscopic nanoscale without putting it under a microscope.
Gotcha.
And when they did this, they saw that there's an entire network of fluid-filled spaces along all these tissues, and they happen to be connected as well. So it's like this giant connective system that allows all that 20% of water that's not in your cells to move things around your body. And it's kind of a game changer for a few different reasons. For example, when we're already looking at cancer, we don't really know a lot of times how, when you have it in one part of your body, how can it spread to other parts of your body, such as your lymph nodes and your endochromatic system. But this would be a perfect way, because the fluid-filled spaces are connected to your lymph nodes, how that cancer could then spread through your body and then be introduced to something like your lymph nodes and spread the cancer.
Right.
So this is already changing the way we're looking at the body, and so much so where people are saying, is it going to be a new organ? Like that's actually a legitimate question.
Yeah.
And when I was reading it from the scientists, some people think that it does actually deserve, and other people are saying it's way too soon to say something like that, and we need way more studies on this. We need more imaging. We need to know more about it. And you should stop worrying about naming it, and we should just learn as much as we can.
Sure.
So I agree with both, and I think it's a pretty wild thing that we're still learning this much about our own bodies.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Exactly. It's 2018, and we're finding out this huge Roman aqueduct system that we didn't know about before. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's really
in the chat,
crazy.
just made me laugh. Hashtag just grew a new organ. I like that.
Nice job. Yeah.
But
very
wild
good.
stuff. When I first read it, I was like, what's the caveat? Like, what is like the joke, like the segue? Like, it's not actually a new organ, but it is sort of like a whole new fluid system that transports throughout our tissues that I would reckon is part of all kinds of different processes. So
it's definitely not for nothing.
Yeah,
you know,
this is
like
definitely a big
Right.
improvement of understanding our own bodies.
Exactly. It's got some sort of purpose, because otherwise,
Why is it all there? Yeah.
Well,
but
we do have appendixes that don't really serve a purpose. But I would venture to guess that this, has something to do with our overall health system, and it's only better for us to research and learn more about it.
Exactly.
Very cool. I did see this, and I was like, oh, I should talk about this on the show. I should use this in one of my stories, and I totally
just forgot about
blanked about it. Yeah, totally forgot about it.
I got you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me do so.